Hey guys, okay, so today what I wanted to go over is pretty much my personal skincare routine as well as pretty much the best products for dry skin and winter time. A really big thing that I focus on, which definitely helps with dry skin, is exfoliation. I do not use physical exfoliators. So basically what I mean by that is no sugar scrubs, no salt scrubs, no apricot. Also, when you go to, I sound like an old man, when you go to the grocery store or CVS or whatever drugstore you go to, a lot of times you'll see scrubs and they might say they're apricot or they might not, but when you look at it, a lot of times it actually has plastic beads in them. And the problem with physical exfoliators, and the reason why I don't like them, is they cause micro tears. So they actually tear up the skin on a microscopic level, which then makes the skin's barrier weakened, so you're going to have more irritated, itchy, dry skin. And on top of that, bacteria can actually go into the tears, which leads to more breakouts. So it's just a no-no. I think when a lot of people think of chemical exfoliators, they think that they are very intense, and they can be. It just depends on, are you using a glycolic acid that's 5% or are you using a 40%? Because if you're using a 40%, that's just insane. You should never do that. It's scary because I know you can get it on Amazon now, but you should really only let a professional go ahead and take care of that. So I'm gonna try to be chronological and basically go through the first step that I do all the way to the end. Everything that I am mentioning today will be down in the description box. So if you want to check out any of the products, I will put the links there. And I will also put a link to my website where you guys can actually read the entire article. I'll put more information, and if you just prefer to read, then you can go over there and check that out. Yeah. So we will get started. Okay, so for the first thing that I do is cleansing. A lot of times, well, no, okay, so I try to do double cleansing all the time. It doesn't always happen. If I am wearing a tinted moisturizer or BB cream for the day, 99%, well, 95% of the time, I will make sure I double cleanse with an oil. I really like grapeseed oil, which is, forgot to bring it over with me, but grapeseed oil, and then two other oils, which are also going to be at the end, which is my last steps. Sometimes I'll use these as well. This is rosehip oil, which is the love of my life, and then this is argan oil. So you got these two guys. Rosehip I really like because it has a lot of vitamin A in it. It's Mother Nature's retinol, so it's really good at getting rid of scarring, hyperpigmentation. And then argan oil is nice just because it's 0 comedogenic out of 5. Rosehip is a 1 out of 5, so very low likelihood of it clogging. For reference, coconut oil, which everyone loves, is a 4 out of 5, so that's why you break out from it. So yeah, so I will, on dry skin, use oil first, rub it in. I try to do it for 2 minutes because everything that I've ever read always says that the more you let the oil sit, it'll do the work for you, and then if you actually are rubbing it into the skin for 2 minutes, it helps with circulation, lymphatic drainage, which I love. Sometimes it doesn't happen, sometimes it does. Okay, so after I'm done with the dry oil cleansing, what I will do is go into my water-based cleansing. So this is from my favorite ever. This is Chick-U, and this is their Rice Pearl Cleanser. So what I really love about this is it's really, really hydrating. It doesn't strip the skin. You're cleaning your skin, but it's not gonna make it squeaky clean. For anyone out there who likes squeaky clean after their cleanser, you're screwing up your skin. So you don't want that. You want a cleanser that is cleaning the skin, getting rid of dirt, oil, but it's letting the skin still be happy. You're not disrupting the acid mantle or the barrier. Another thing that I really, really love about this cleanser is it is actually a whipped consistency. So it's kind of like a souffle in a way. I would say the best way to describe it is kind of almost like a frosting. It's very nice and fluffy. So I will do dry oil cleansing. I'll try to do that for 2 minutes. Then I will do a wash with just this and warm water. And then after that, because I like to get the oil off first. Then I will go again, do another rinse with this, and then this is wet because I just used it. This is not the Foreo, but it's the Foreo. This is from Amazon, Miss Deer, I don't know. It's the same thing. The Foreo is really expensive because this silicone, it's vibrating silicone. Yeah, hate silicone in skincare products. I think it's disgusting. Makeup I kind of understand because it blurs pores, but silicone is very clogging. But silicone like this, I like this a lot more than the Clarisonic because it is antimicrobial. You don't have to worry about bacteria or anything. Also, the silicone, at least on this side, the smaller side, is very soft. It's just not going to cause micro tears. So it is a form of physical exfoliation, but it is the most gentle form of physical exfoliation. So yeah, oil cleanse, one wash with this guy, then again, but teamed up with this, which, yeah, I really like that. Okay, so after I am done with my water-based cleansing, I will typically go straight into hydrators. Sometimes I might use an active such as a glycolic acid or a lactic acid. It really depends. There's a couple that I really like. Sometimes what I'll use is, this is again from ChickU, one of the brands that I really love, and this is their Revive face mask. And this has AHAs and BHAs. They're derived from plants and vegetables and fruits, so it's not toxic, organic. And the best part about it, oh my god, I don't know how to describe this scent. It just smells like heaven. It's like just a really delicious dessert. That's all I could say. It's like a really delicious, and it's not artificial fragrance. Like, it's actually from the actives, the botanicals, the essential oils. Like, it's amazing. Another thing I really love is, once again, it's a souffle texture. I like texture, and it's really beautiful. So yeah, so sometimes I'll use something like this, or ChickU also has a serum that's also really good. It has acids in it as well to help brighten up the skin, get rid of dead skin. See, I really love this. You're only supposed to do it like 2 or 3 times a week. I tend to do it more than that. But it's, you know, it just depends on your skin type, how sensitive you are. I'm really sensitive, but I'm good with that formula personally. And I leave it on for 15 minutes. So after the oil, after my water cleansing, after using my Foreo, I might use something like that, or a serum. Then I will go into my water hydration phase. So something you have to keep in mind is a lot of people just slap on a moisturizer or an oil without using one of these guys. You need to give your skin water first, and then you seal it in with oil. If you don't do both, what happens is the top of your skin feels really nice and soft. You're like, ooh, I'm hydrated, yay. And then when you wash your face the next time, you're like, oh my god, why is my skin dry and tight again? And you keep adding more moisturizer, more. It's because your skin's like, okay, that's nice, you're giving me oil, but like, I need water. So these are my 2 favorites. If you are crazy, gung-ho, organic, natural, then I would say you can't go wrong with rose water and glycerin. Specifically rose water and glycerin. Glycerin is really good because it's a humectant. You could get this without the glycerin, but it's not really gonna give you as much water-based hydration. I really love this. Just anytime I'm like stressed out, it is such a lifesaver, especially in the summertime too in New York, and you're on that subway and you just want to kill some people. That happened to me yesterday. It just takes me to a happy place, you know? Okay, if you want something a little bit more sophisticated, this, oh my lord, I think I've been in love with this for maybe a year almost now. And it's from Isntree, which is a Korean brand, and I believe it was actually created by a Korean beauty blogger. This stuff is like, it's my crack. I love it. It's not organic, but it is EWG certified. So they actually have all the ingredients listed, and basically none of them are crazy toxic. I think there's only 1 ingredient in here that is a 4 on EWG. For those of you who don't know, basically it's from a 1 to a 10, 10 being it's gonna kill you, and a 1 being water. And the main reason I love this guy so much is it's hyaluronic acid. I don't know if you can kind of see the texture. It is, think of it as in between a watery toner and a serum. So it's like a toner and a serum had a baby. It is a thicker toner. It doesn't feel heavy on the skin. Like, it just feels divine. I will do anywhere from 2 to 6 layers of this. Anyone with oily skin, you will love this because you can just use this and then maybe a tiny bit of moisturizer or oil, whatever you prefer. But this is amazing, and people with dry skin, you'll love this because this will really give your skin the water content that it needs, and you can layer, and then seal it in with a moisturizer or an oil. And then finally, the last step that I really love, it's probably, well, I can't say it's my favorite, but I do love it, is moisturizers. Personally, at this time of my life, I am currently just using oils. And I'll tell you why in a second. Once again, same ones I was talking about with the oil cleansing, rosehip oil and argan oil. I don't use the grapeseed oil I was talking about for oil cleansing. I don't use it for my moisturizer just because it doesn't have as many benefits as these guys do. 95% of the time I'll use rosehip, and then once in a blue moon I'll use argan. Argan's good, it's just I like the benefits of rosehip a little bit more. The reason why I personally like to just use oils is I have not found a moisturizer that has the ingredients that I like. And I mean, like, and that's just looking at natural, organic, or non-toxic. And even before, when I was using a lot of brands like Korean beauty brands, mainstream brands, luxury, even back then, there was always something in it that irritated my skin. It had fragrance or a chemical that was toxic. Then I switched over to natural and organic and non-toxic. And they didn't have anything in it that was irritating, but the issue that I had was a lot of them had shea butter. Shea butter is really comedogenic. It clogged my pores like crazy. A lot of them had coconut oil, clogged my pores like crazy. A lot of them had, sometimes they would have alcohol and organic grain alcohol. I don't feel comfortable putting that as in part of my moisturizer because it's drying and aging. So there was always something in it that I was just like, oh god, I don't, like, it's not good enough for me. So that's why I love oils. And I will always use these hydrator guys, and while my skin is still damp, I will go in with these. These are pump bottles, so I'll do 2 pumps, work it into my damp skin, and then usually what I'll do is I'll go and I'll spray another layer, and then I'll do another 2 pumps of these guys. That works for me for my combination skin in the wintertime. It's gonna be different for everyone in terms of how much oil. Just start with 1 pump on damp skin, let it sink in, see how it feels. If you need more, you need more. If you don't, you don't. And that's also personal preference too. Some people I like to feel like really smooth, dewy skin, dewy dumpling. I don't like to feel dry or anything like that. But yeah, and that is pretty much my routine for wintertime and my recommendations for dry skin, dehydrated skin, or if your skin's really sensitive from the cold weather. I hope you guys liked it. Like I said, all the links for everything I talked about, if you want to check out the products, will be down in the description box, along with the link to the website if you like reading articles. If you want, you can click subscribe, you can like the video, and you can leave a comment. And that's pretty much it. Bye guys.